Welcome back to Sly 4.
We're playing the Sly.
I need to turn it down. The volume is at like 30.
Oh, good. You forgot to do something.
I've done a lot in the past 3 days, okay?
Actually, I think that's what I think we're having it at 12, yeah. Something like that. Because the PlayStation is a lot quieter. Or Sly specifically is a lot quieter.
I'll say the PlayStation 3 itself is not quieter.
No, that's a jet engine in our living room.
This is cool because now I can actually just select Ryoichi.
Yeah.
So now I can play as Ryoichi whenever I want.
Every time you see Ryoichi, all I think is Yoruichi, and then like I get bricked up.
Fair.
I still need to rewatch Bleach because, like, the last time I watched it, I think I made it to just after the Mount arc.
See, okay, so I don't know if this is going to come out before or after. Probably this might come out after. I don't know. So we said in the last Spyro episode, but Emily is my new roommate. She just moved in. We've known each other for years, but we're roomies now. And she has 2 black cats, one Freya and one Cosmo, one boy, one girl. And whenever I look at them, I think of Yoruichi, and then I get burnt out.
Shane Dawson.
Her human form, specifically.
It's because they're both black cats.
In my head, I was like, should you abort this? Should you not say this?
Something's wrong.
I can feel it. All right, where am I going?
Oh yeah, you can press a button now. Isn't it like a stick?
Yeah. There's an arrow. All this stuff's brown though, so it's like harder to see.
Oh yeah. Man, it's
I love
so
his
much
little
darker.
bun. I love his little bun.
It looks like you need to turn up the brightness.
It looks
like look at the TV.
And then
the computer monitor
versus
like the TV.
Well, turn up the brightness, man. We're always messing with the settings with this.
I think it's, you know what it is? It's because we're using an adapter for the PS3.
That's probably not helping, but it does look better on the computer.
Because I have noticed that for some reason, anytime you use an AV to HDMI adapter, it does that. So it's the home screen, and then settings, right?
Yes.
So picture mode. No. Maybe it is picture mode.
What does this do?
Let's go natural. Oh, too oversaturated? Or is that good?
That's fine for now.
Okay. Let me back out of this. There you go.
What am I doing when I'm like sitting here shitting? I think it's just his power.
That does look a little better. I can actually like see what's happening. You know.
Yep.
Colors are a little off, but
it's fine.
The sacrifices we make to play.
Yeah, because on the
games.
computer it looks perfect.
It does look perfect on the computer.
That's why I didn't want to use this TV when I moved, is because, again, this goes back to the issues I had with Zelda, with Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
Is everything was fucking green.
Ugh.
Because that game is very green coated.
Eventually, I want to get one of those. You know those massive CTVs that have like the speakers underneath them,
like CRTs.
Yeah.
Like the big old RCA ones.
Yeah. So we had one of those at my
Of course you did.
house.
We want to know when he tells her we're going to need her costume. The good news is I discovered she's on vacation, and El Jefe doesn't know it yet.
I can't tell what that is. It's supposed to be a foxer or something.
Oh, the woman?
It's crazy how many missions in Sly games you have to dress up in drag.
Ninja, there is always a way.
Okay.
For the ninja.
I love how unhinged all of the dialogue with Ryoichi is, you know?
Whatever you say, man.
I am a ninja.
I think it's
Okay.
it's just Saitama.
Okay.
Well, it's because like I can't tell if Ryuichi was written by like a weeb or somebody who doesn't really respect Japanese culture. Because it's so he's.
I mean, he's voiced by Tank Dempsey.
Who's that?
Fucking, it's Steve Bloom.
Oh yeah, but I mean, voice wise, yeah, but like the way he's written, he's so stereotypical.
Yeah, you know.
You know, like.
But like, I miss having characters like that in video games. You know,
Like,
they're stereotypical, but they're not like super offensive.
Like the way he's written is like that stupid, awful joke of like men who go to sleep with itchy butthole wake up with stinky fingers.
Confucius.
You know, like that's how Ryuichi's written. For the ninja way. All right, man. Like ninjas were actually like okay. They started out as like farmers and shit.
Oh, but the reason
Ryuichi invented sushi.
I was talking about
Yeah,
these.
I know exactly.
I want to get one of those if we ever get an office
or a basement. Actually,
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to move one of those down. to the
No, you
basement.
don't want to move that in your basement. This is wider than your hallway.
I remember going to my dad's house and we watched Osmosis Jones on one of them bitches.
Yeah. So no, I actually have a story about this.
Hang on,
Here,
hang
I'll
on.
send this to you just in case. You know?
Okay.
Okay. We can
But,
get in through the top, but judging from the
hang on, can I
mechanism,
guess?
It appears
Huh?
to be
Can I
opened
guess?
remotely.
You can guess, but you're not gonna get the story.
All right. You remember watching porn on it when you first got a PS3?
No.
Am I close?
Nowhere near it. I was like 5 when this story took place. No, we had this in Florida when I lived in Florida. I'm sending you just the image of the TV so you can put it up so people can see if you decide to do that. But
Oh, I thought you were sending me to tell me a story.
no.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you this
The
story.
way you
over
phrased
the
that was
thing.
like the story was inappropriate.
No, I'm just sending. I was just sending you the image so people at home have reference.
I don't
for
think
the
I need to
story.
put up a reference of the big ass RCA
No, but
flat screens that were like tube TVs at the same time.
yeah, but they also had like the big speakers at the bottom because there were a difference between. It was that specific brand right there. There was one button in the center for the power or whatever.
Wait,
Anyway,
what brand is that?
I don't remember. I think it was Sony.
It was the Sony RCA.
But it actually might have been RCA. I don't remember.
All right, get your story.
So I'm like 5. It's the same entertainment center that we have like downstairs in our basement, and that TV slotted perfectly into it. And we had like our on the right side of it the sound system, you know. And I just remember I was telling my mom, I just see something crawling on the screen. I'm like, Mom, there's a snake on the TV. That's cool, dear. Now it's on the radio. What?
Too easy.
My mom runs it. I had a pet corn snake for a while, but he apparently learned how to get out of the cage. And then I think my mom was like terrified because it was about the same time my sister was born, so she was terrified that the snake was gonna get out and like crawl into her crib and strangle her. The little, like, not even a foot long corn snake.
Yeah. Dude, corn snakes. Okay, so when I was in biology class,
Yeah.
that teacher, I might have talked about her on the channel before. She had a ton of animals in the class.
Yeah.
Like she had the big elephant rabbit that would sit on its cage and then piss down into the cage.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was awesome, dude. She would just hop up on the desk and then hop up on her cage and then piss into her cage from the top.
Oh, that's
It was the
so
best shit ever.
funny.
We would just hear the draining. Anyway, she had a ball python.
Wow.
That light, that light fucking zoomed to me. Like all the other ones were moving slow, and it was like,
Oh shit! A rat!
see how slow that's moving? That's how that should have moved.
Yeah.
Okay, they moved back up a little fast. Anyway,
Rabbit pissing in its cage.
yeah. So she had a ball python.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one moves faster. Okay, I see it now. Oh shit, a rat.
Oh shit!
That video was so dumb. That was my fault. That one was my fault.
So ball python.
Ball python. She had a ball python and an albino corn snake.
Okay.
So the albino corn snake at that point was kind of a rescue. Otherwise, it would have freaking died in the wild.
Yeah.
But her name is Ruby, and the ball python's name was Geo. I love the ball python. Everybody else was afraid of it. It was the only snake I'd ever been like super chill with because she would just like wrap around my hand. She wouldn't squeeze. She was small. She was like 4 months old.
I actually like snakes.
I like snakes. You know, it's one of those creatures where I love you, but I don't want to fuck with you. You know.
I've never had a problem with
I
snakes.
also wouldn't own a snake because they smell easily. But
they do smell bad.
But anyway, so I would chill out with Geo. You know, she'd be like crawling around my hand, super chill, because they don't really bite because they squeeze, and if you're not dead, they are not gonna bite you.
Right.
So anyway, Ruby on the other hand freaked me the fuck out because she's just this white snake with these red beady eyes. I was so close. I got greedy. But with these red beady eyes, and she would just stare at you like I would eat you if I could. And I'm like, you know what, Ruby, you do you, I'll do me.
I've never been afraid of snakes.
Okay, yeah, but when they literally have red eyes as if like in a nightmare, I was like, I'm not gonna mess with you.
I never had a problem with red eyes because I also had like we would feed my the corn snake. It was either a corn snake or a rat snake. I can't remember. But we would feed them rats or little mice, you know, and most of those were white with red eyes, you know.
Yeah. You know,
So-
albino.
Huh?
Albino.
Well, yeah, but I just didn't specify the phrasing. I'm sorry.
They were white with red eyes. They were albino.
Yeah. But you know, most feeder
My Spyro instincts.
feeder
Are,
mice.
my Spyro instincts were kicking in there. I saw frogs and I was like, ooh, sparks. I don't have that in this game.
Oh.
But oh,
Yeah, no. We never owned another lizard until Mushu, which was the chameleon that you saw like a couple years ago.
I don't remember seeing him.
You don't remember seeing the chameleon?
No.
Oh.
Must be a good chameleon.
No, apparently chameleons, especially female chameleons, get this thing where they get, I forget what it's specifically called, but basically the egg gets stuck.
Oh.
And, you know, because lizards, like birds, have a cloaca and don't have... So if it gets stuck, they just can't go to the bathroom, you
Okay,
know?
thank God. Yeah.
And we're pretty sure that's what happened to her. 'Cause we were trying to take as best care of her as we could, but that's one of those things that we just weren't qualified enough, and we decided no more exotic animals.
Yeah, that's
after
fair.
that, you know?
What the
Because we
hell?
took her to the vet,
What the fuck?
trying to figure it out.
Why do those things have nipples? What kind of
What are they?
FNAF torture device is this?
Hang on, what are they?
They're like giant stuffed animals or something. I hate this. And they do have nipples.
They do have nipples.
Also, what are these exotic chain? Look at it. Look at these engraved fucking.
Yeah, they're engraved with the famous fucking wave painting.
Is that the wave painting? Yeah, well, sort of, yeah.
It's supposed to be reminiscent.
My favorite version of that painting is it's just a bunch of little dudes. Like, they look like human fall flat dudes instead of it just being the waves. It's just a wave of like those.
I always loved how Animal Crossing did those, like the traditional paintings, and how you can tell the fake one by looking at them. They just have like a little extra detail that's really stupid.
Mm-hmm. Probably difficult with a Picasso. Because his entire paintings were extra stupid details.
Did they have Picasso in that?
I don't know, but fuck
I'm
Picasso.
gonna look that up now. I'm curious.
I feel like Picasso would be the hardest ones to figure out.
Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing.
Picasso.
What if it was called Animal Crossing and everyone just had their buttholes filled with water?
Huh? What?
What if it was,
What did I like dissociate away from?
what if it was called Animal Crossing and everyone just had their buttholes filled with water?
What the? God damn it! Oh, No, they don't have Picasso painting.
Fuck! Probably because they'd be too hard to figure out. Because they are literally just... Shit. Okay, cool. Well, that...
Well, at least you can survive that one.
Yeah.
Oh.
You just think about the Animal Crossing thing?
Shut the fuck up. Oh, God.
What if instead of Animal Crossing it was called Freaky Crossing? Everybody was jizzing or whatever.
What if you shut the fuck up? Oh, my God.
Listen, I've seen how some people freak out over those Animal Crossing characters, okay? There's a market.
I've seen horrible things that I don't want to talk
I
about.
honestly don't know what's worse. Like, I mean, okay, I know what's worse consistently. But, like, Animal Crossing fans are like Pokemon fans when it came to, like, the cards and shit coming out.
Oh, well, first off, it's Pokemon fans.
It is
Fans are
Pokemon
always
fans.
worse.
But at the time, like, Pokemon fans got switched off.
Well, it's because Animal Crossing only comes out once every blue moon, you know?
Yeah.
So, the fact there was a new one, all of the fans came out of the woodworks, which is why you saw so much.
Time
Like,
to try out my new code cracker.
the one that always gets me, it makes me fucking laugh.
Before that timer runs out.
What is this?
It's motion control.
Oh, no.
I hate motion controls.
I want the spark to travel.
Anyway, the fucking Animal Crossing.
Your dad was making bank during the Animal Crossing craze of 2020.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Did you just get buying like 1,000 cards and then selling all the rare ones for like $100?
I forgot about that.
Yeah, your dad made bank. I remember that because you're like, yeah, my dad just bought like 1,000 character cards and just sold like this rare one for like
And then
$2.
when
It was admirable, honestly.
when Breath of the Wild came out, he bought those.
Amiibo cards.
No, he bought all of the amiibos.
I envy him for that. I want all the amiibos. I have all the amiibo cards.
With Breath of the Wild, he did that, and then Tears of the Kingdom came out, and it was compatible with more amiibos.
Yeah.
So he got all the amiibo cards because those were cheaper.
Which, like,
Yeah, okay.
fuck opening the amiibos. Like, I keep them bitches in the box. Especially since Milo ate the one I did open.
He had them on display in the shelf
Nice.
on that the same stand that I was actually telling you
Did I have to
about
do
with the
something
snake
with this?
story. No, there's a that.
Oh, this is time.
Okay, if I
It
press
is
the
time.
right button, the spark should jump the gap to the next wire.
Do the little purple things give me time? Yes, they do.
I could have told you that. I just got distracted by like what
I just wasn't paying attention. I'm looking at the orb and trying not to fall off the edges. I'm not.
No, that's entirely fair.
I figured I was just trying to build up some kind of charge or something.
Nope, quickly get to the right. You're gonna waste the same amount of time that you're gonna pick up there.
Fine.
Oh no!
Okay, cool. At least there's a bump.
Jump.
Well, I missed those. That's fine.
Central port. Gotta get there before the system shuts down.
They didn't need to do that.
That one. Right in the center. Oh, good.
That was tense.
I didn't want you to have to redo that.
So cool for the microchip to have a Sly thing there.
Right?
I love how Ryuichi was so accepting of what was going on. He's like, hey, so this is going to sound weird. I'm from the future. You are clearly a Cooper. Rescue me. Shut the fuck up.
Bro, I don't give a fuck.
Like, he gets along with Bentley better than he does Sly.
Right.
Oh, she's a rhino.
Delicious Home Depot Gatorade.
Taste the home.
Not the depot.
Not the depot. You don't want to taste the depot.
Never the depot.
There's a lot of grease stains in
Yeah. A lot of transmission fluid
Now,
and
unlock that Geisha.
metal shavings.
Very son.
Hell yeah, dude. Dude, I love the smell of cheap metal, cheap beer, and like leather and wood. It's just Redfest. Love it. It's a great smell.
No, yeah.
Target acquired. Agent Hawk going in.
Mori-san, please be careful. That cable looks rather delicate.
Have no fear, the Murray.
He's so close to being like. The way he voices him is just so close to being disrespectful. Like, the only way it could be worse if he was like, that is delicate.
Looks like we're going to have to try out
Delicate.
I hope you remember the routine.
Moody son.
You there! What's going on? Explain yourself!
Starts jerking off.
Konnichiwa. I am the most famous Madam Geisha. Please allow me
My
to
name is
entertain
Madam
you.
Geisha.
Yes, my name is Miss Prostitute.
What did the fuck?
It's like naming your daughter Candy Stripper.
Oh god.
Oh God, no!
Okay, what is circle? Okay, cool. Just tell me.
Triangle. Square. God damn it.
It's cloud all over again.
It's oh God.
Final Fantasy VII flashbacks. We played that. If you're new here, no one watched it.
That would be really cool if you did.
The audio wasn't great.
No.
We might end up redoing it before we play Rebirth.
Honestly, I wouldn't put it past us.
We'll probably end up redoing a lot of those first year series.
Yeah.
Anything that before we had new mics. Because we're definitely...
Did we have these mics for Dark Souls?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But we still might redo that series.
I think we should redo that series at some point. One, because I kind of miss it.
Can't wait till you guys play Dark Souls 2, but what if we play Dark Souls 1 again?
Bro. Like, low-key.
Below.
Dark Souls 1. Easily my favorite.
If I did replay this, I'd probably replay it with Emily because I know this is the one she's watched the least of because she didn't really start doing shorts like we do now until like we were like halfway into Sly 2 or Sly 3. Because Sly 2 is when I started making legitimate thumbnails.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Oh, no, it wasn't with Sly 3. Yeah, it was Sly 2 that I started.
It was like that.
Because the entire first Sly series was just Sly. And that was our first series.
Insane to me.
Yeah. Over a year ago now.
Yeah. Here we are playing for...
Almost 1,000 episodes later. Look how buff I am. You into this?
Gross. even,
Oh god, I missed that one. That was not fair.
even Ryoichi was just like,
I admire your determination, buddy.
you know what? He's kind of getting it. Shake it to fat boy. This is still going.
I know. I'm getting a
I
phone
thought
call.
this would be over by now.
I'm getting a phone call, and I can't answer right now because I'm transfixed on this
Yeah.
lusty.
The
Hippo maid.
timer ended like 5 minutes ago.
The music hasn't changed. It's been the same like looping.
20-second loop.
Yep. And please.
What if it just keeps going until you fail? No, there we go. It's over.
Oh my god, that was not necessary. Why are you gay?
Why are you gay?
I didn't need that.
I didn't-
I didn't need Murray to wink at me.
I didn't need any of this. The last thing you expect in a Ryoichi mission is dancing Murray.
It's just Cloud Strife. It's just a repeat of Final Fantasy. So why is he
Still in the outfit? Oh my god.
All right, well, let's see what we can buy real quick. Looty Shake. Yeah.
Holy shake.
That's what gets the coins.
Oh,
Triple the
bomb
coins
kick.
per shake.
Hell yeah.
Bomb kick.
You can kick the bomb.
How can a man who can't use his legs kick? That's a fair question, isn't it?
Well, we'll answer that question.
El Drapo. I can't buy it yet.
We'll answer that question next time.
Yep. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that amazing stuff, and we love you.
We love you.